series is called Twilight Language of Dakini. So let's start with quote from Vajra Tantra, Mother Tantra text. The Twilight language is a secret language, great convention of the Dakinis, which the Shravakas and others cannot unriddle. We are trying to unlock the Twilight language, or that you can say the Dakini code. There are many talks about the Dakini code, Dakini language, Twilight language. One of the most authentic way to do that is the mixing the three messengers. You can replace the messenger as Dakinis. Basically, we visualize ourselves as a Dakini, whatever form awakened one is, Vajrayogini or Tara or whatever deities you have a connection with. Then imagine the subtle body. So Dakini's body is a body of light, right? Even manifest as a human form, but essentially the body has this luminous clarity, empty yet appear, that sort of qualities. So inside your body, you imagine the subtle body, which you are very familiar with, central channel, basic 3 channel, so you can imagine. And then at the crucial point, so a few crucial points we use during the subtle body training. One is the lower belly, 3 fingers or 4 finger width below the navel, inside the central channel. That's the place where deities or the Dakinis reside. You can imagine that. Specific numbers of Dakinis you can imagine. Depends on the sadhana and deity practice. For now, just imagine kind of replica of deities, Dakinis there. You yourself imagine. Then heart center, that's one of the most important place. Inside the central channel, you can imagine the deities, Dakinis, awakened ones reside. So right now, only imagining, right? Imagination level. But that's what we do in the creation stage. First phase of tantric practice. We use our imagination. And whenever you bring attention, imagination, then prana flows in. Right? That idea, Runsem Jupachipa, Run, prana, the vital energy, Sem, mind, Jupachipa, so union, in tandem, both together, go together. Wherever you pay attention, the prana flows. So that's the idea. Then, of course, throat center, we also can imagine the certain numbers of the deities, and the crown center, and so forth. But the main one today, we focus on the heart center and perhaps lower belly. So connection of heart center and lower belly is very important. Lower belly is really a safe way to get started, connecting to the subtle body. Then imagine that's come to the upper rising movement and the melt unveiling or discovering or dawning of the secret Dakini at the heart center. So what I'm explaining is this mixing the 3 messenger, 3 Dakinis. So first visualize yourself as a Dakini with or subtle body embedded. Then we invite our mind, invite the so-called external Dakinis, externally residing Dakini. For example, Dakinis residing in the 24 places, these physical places in the human realm, as well as non-human realm, this Akanishta heaven. Those Dakinis who are residing in heaven, Akanishta or highest heaven realm. Then we invite, merge with your subtle body. Then what happened? Then just the unfoldment of the or dawning of the secret Dakini, unlocking the Dakini code, then rest in that without any conceptions or fabrication. That's quite a journey, but that's a nutshell. That's what we want to do through subtle body. So without involvement of the defining of the subtle body, it's very difficult to unlock this Dakini language, Twilight language. And also, Twilight language is, Twilight, like kind of transitional, intermediate kind of gap, you can say, which is unconventional, immediate, fresh, personal, and intuitive. Not conceptual, not structure, not idea, not just ordinary known, secret, but we can experience that through our practice. The more we connect to the subtle body, we can start to have an integrated or embodied experience. What that means. Right now, conventionally, I know somehow, but not really kind of thing. But then in this subtle body training, I want you to really feel then rest in whatever experience arises. That is the nature of the Dakini language. If you are able to rest in the non-conceptuality, then penetrate into the nature of that, which is a great bliss, inseparable from emptiness.